Now, as the crude prices hover around the $100 per barrel mark since April, how is this shaping up and how will the impact be in India in the medium to long term?
So the crude prices going down definitely have the positive impact on our country, because we import about 75 to 80% of our consumption of crude from the other countries, and therefore with the rupee depreciation and so much high value of the imports, definitely it will have a positive effect if the prices are down. And you rightly said, the WTI is quoting at around 100. It has touched below 100 also today sometime, but then it is quoting at around 100, and the Brent is at around 104 or so. So I think Indian markets too have behaved that way. It is just that the rupee depreciation has been holding the Indian prices on the MCX futures contract for July at around 7,800, 900 levels per barrel. But otherwise, the impact would have been much better if the rupee would have not been depreciated against the dollar. So this week we have seen the crude oil prices slipping by around 8%. There are concerns with respect to global recession because of the tightening of the monetary policies across the globe. There is also a concern about inflation being high, and therefore the stagflation kind of scenario which might be seen in due course of time. So I think overall trend therefore is slightly negative for the crude at this particular moment. If you see even the highest numbers of COVID infections in May, since late May in China, again developing some kind of a concern of the economy not being doing too good after the recent zero policy lockdowns we have seen in China. So that zero COVID policy is somehow can be seen impacting the Chinese growth, and China is one of the largest on the imports for crude and the other metals. The inventories have been high. We have seen the crude inventories. The API reported that the crude inventories are holding above 3.8 million barrels, which is expended, not the depleting inventory. So that is also a negative for the crude oil prices. So I think overall the scenario on crude is kind of around 100 to 105 for the WTI, if nothing negative comes in from Russia and Ukraine. And we feel that the prices in the short term may remain to these levels, but slightly positive with China announcing a stimulus package of around $220 billion to support their industry. So overall trend, mild bullishness from here, but $105 to $106 levels would be something the WTI can be seen in the short term.